everybody, I am here today with my newest mini album featuring the Graphic 45 Botanical Tea Keepsake Edition. Now this album is a kit that I have designed, and I will also have a tutorial available once I have the kit instructions finished. This album measures 6 1/4 by about 7 3/8, and it has a 2 1/4 inch spine. The cover actually comes with 2 spines, so you could do a hollow spine like I did on one of my previous albums, or you could make a little bit of a larger spine. This album here has a lot of dimension on the front cover with some chipboard pieces popping some of this up, and then the wings on some of the pieces popped up. Then here on the back side is just some of that signature sheet of the paper. It does have a chipboard edge. The chipboard cover does have a scalloped edge on both of the edges here. Now inside this album, it's a little bit different than some of my previous albums. This album, how I have created it, has 7 pages, but it's actually 4 typical pages, pocket pages, but then there are additional pages on the back sides of the first 3 pages. You could put an additional one on the back of the 4th page and make it have 8 pages, and I'll show you how the page style works in just a moment. There will be a full tutorial to show you how to construct the base pages of this album so you can see how to make this album page style. And then I will also have another part of that tutorial that I show you how to bind the pages into the hinge in case you've never used this type of page before. Now this album here, like I mentioned, is part of a mini album kit, but this album will also be listed for sale. So if you are interested in purchasing the completed album, or if you're interested in purchasing the pre-cut mini album kit, those both will be linked in the description box below. Once I have everything finalized for the kit with all of my instructions, then I will release the tutorial. So that'll probably take a couple of extra days just so that I have everything finalized. So I will actually put out another video when the tutorial is released. So if you are interested in purchasing that tutorial, if you already have the paper collection, then you want to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss that notification whenever that video is released. Now coming into this album, on the front cover here, I just have a little tuck spot with some of the little journaling cards from the collection. I've left them unbacked so that you can actually journal on them, or you could put a photo on them if you choose to put photos instead of doing some journaling. I did use a lot of swing tabs and ribbon closures. There are no magnets in this album. Here, there's room for a full-size photo. Anything that is over top of the photo space is open for that photo to slide underneath. Down here on this flap, I have another one of those journaling cards. And then this opens up, room for photos here. You could just leave them loose if you didn't want to cover the paper, but you could also put smaller photos here too. And then room for a wallet-sized photo here. Now in each of my pocket pages, I do have a large style photo mat here coming out of the top of the page. It is covered with the design paper, and this photo mat is 4 3/4 by 6 1/2, so it's a nice size photo mat. So this is the front side of page 1, and now here we're going to open up, and this is actually the back side of page 1 for the pocket page, but I've added an extension piece, so then this becomes page 2, and then this is where I'm going to get my 7 pages. So I'll come back to this in just a minute. So on this side, we have a ribbon closure here. This opens up room for photos here and here, and then opens up again for another photo. And then we have a belly band on the page, and then I have a card here. Now, all of my cards don't have any paper on the inside because they're designed for a 4x6 photo. So if the 4x6 photo is covering this, there's no reason to put the decorative paper. You could also put a 4x6 photo on the back side, but in case you don't want to put a photo on that back side, it is covered with that pretty paper. Now coming over here, this piece is actually attached to the back side of page 1. But because I didn't attach this page by magnets or ribbons or anything, it's actually like a separate page. So I'm calling this page 2, but in the tutorial, it will actually be listed. This will be page 1 front, this will be page 1 center, and this will be page 1 back. So with this, it's a very simple page. All of them are the same. We've got 2 photo mats that pull out, nothing on the back because they are the perfect size for a 3x4 wallet size photo. So again, no reason to put that design paper on the back. Then on the back side of the page, just a simple little tuck spot with one of the journaling cards. And then you could put a photo here as well if you wanted to add additional photo spaces. Or you could put a photo on the back of this. If you don't journal a lot, you could just put your photo right on top of that. Now coming here to the front of page 2, or the second signature, I guess would be the easiest way to call this since we've got technically 2 pages here. We've got first a little swing tab here, and then this opens like this. This is open for that photo to slide under, as is this. So we've got 2 photo spots there. Then this will close, and then we'll use the ribbon. Open this up, and we've got room here for a photo. A 4x6 photo will fit here. And then on the pocket, we've got another little card, room for 2 4x6 photos, 3 if you put one on the back, and you could put additional photos on the base of the page if you choose to do so. There is another large photo mat here in this upper pocket with the design paper on both sides. Moving into the center of the page, we have a photo mat here for a 3x4 size photo, and this holds the waterfall closed. We have a journaling card on the front of this one, on this little tuck spot here, and then we've got more room for photos there, and down here you could place something additionally in that pocket if you choose to do so. Then over here, we've got another one of those pockets with 2 photo mats here, plain on the back for those wallet size photos. And then this page flips here to the back side, and we've got another one of those journaling cards that you could either journal on or put a photo on. Same thing with the base of the page, just tucked here underneath that little tuck spot. On the page for page 3 for the front side, we've got a swing tab. With this one, you want to be careful how you swing it. You don't want to swing it over here because it could break the piece. So you want to swing it up like this to release this. And then here we have a journaling card. A 4x6 photo will actually fit right here if you want to place a photo there, and then you could put your journaling card on top of it. We've got space here. You could put a photo there and it would be hidden by your actual card on the front, or you could leave that plain. And then opening up here, this is the photo mat. It didn't go into the pocket. So this is a space here for a photo. And then we've got spot here, and then room for photos here as well. So this is the full-size photo mat that goes in the pocket at the top. Now moving into the center here, we have a swing tab that this releases, room for a photo here. You could put a photo here, but I would leave it plain because you would see it sticking out. This, you have to be really careful. You have to actually swing this back so that it doesn't catch. Room for a photo here and here. And then behind that belly band, we have another card. Room for 2 4x6 photos and a third on the back if you choose to cover that paper. Then over here, we have that pocket with our 2 photo mats. You can actually put photos on the fronts of these as well, so you could fit 4 photos wallet size here on this page. Then flipping onto the back side, another tuck spot, And then we've got a journaling card here that I've just used this side since I've already used this side on the first page of my album. Now coming into the front of page 4, we've got a ribbon closure here. Lifts up, room for a 4x6 photo there. Now you could put another photo here, like a wallet size photo if you want to. This flap flips down, room for a photo there. This one is actually a pocket and it holds another booklet. So we've got room for 2 4x6 photos and a third on the back if you choose to do so. In the pocket between the pages, we do have our final large photo mat. Then flipping over, page 4 does not have that back page, so it doesn't have that center and additional fold out. So on this one, we just have the flap here. We've got a swing tab, opens like this. We've got one of the journaling cards here. And then this opens again, room for 2 photos here, and then another photo. And then on the page, we've got a belly band with just a 1 photo mat where you could put 1 or 2 photos. And that closes up just like that. Then on the back cover, just like on that front cover, I have a little tuck spot here with those postage stamps from the collection. And then I have a large and small journaling card. You could put a photo here, or you could just add some journaling. And you could also put a small photo here if you choose to do so. Now, if you wanted to, you could add the additional page on the back of here to make this an 8-page album. There is actually plenty of paper left over that you could do that if you follow my tutorial as well. But I chose not to do that because I use the smaller spine. And so when I set my book up like this, what you're going to see, these pages, they have a 1/4 of an inch where that page extension actually goes between those pages. So I have a 1/2 inch between each of my pages. So I have plenty of room for these pieces. I did plan it that way. But because I have smaller spaces here, because my spine is only 2 inches instead of 2.5, I don't have a 1/2 inch in the front and back. So I didn't want that back page to be up against that back cover. Now, if I did use my larger spine piece that comes with the album, I could have done that very easily and added my 4th page, and it would have been just fine, no problems. But I used this smaller spine piece instead. This originally, with this cover, was designed for an album that I created using the Spring is in the Air collection, and it had a curved or a rounded, like a hollow spine. So it had this, and then this one was curved on the outside. So that's why there are actually 2 pieces. But you could use this if you wanted to have some additional room to have more space in the spine of your album. So this cover is available for sale. It's in multiple colors. It will come in 4 different pieces. And I obviously use the green color in my album here, but it also comes in this blue color. These are some of the butterflies that I originally had planned to use on my album as accents, but I decided not to. But these are also available for sale on my website, so I will list those. They come in this blue color and a white color as well. And again, if you are interested in purchasing the completed mini album here, I will link that down below. It is a one-of-a-kind, so if you are interested, I think it came out really well. I really like the paper collection. I think it's a really cute album. If you would like to make one of your own, the mini album kit is available, but there are only 6 kits available, and I will not be making additional kits. But once the kits are sold out, don't forget the tutorial will be available where I will release my cutting guides, my page maps, and this is what my page maps look like. These are the hand-drawn ones. This is what I actually do whenever I am making a mini album so that I know where to cut and how to cut my papers. And everything that is available for sale will be linked in the description box below. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, you can go ahead and do so. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.